We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquiggums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, some more Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. It continues now. You'll see we're on the 20th. That was weird. We are on the 20th Aries, or Day of Aries, and that means that I did do some stuff. Also, I want to point out that not only can you go to these places and search for a battle if you wish, you can also go, I just want to get to where I'm going and not do the battle, which is wonderful. I really like that. I didn't particularly want to do this battle. As I was coming back from the Mandalia Plain, I was here, and then I just kind of wanted to go here, and this was like, man, I was like, I don't want to do it, man. Don't make me do it. And I could just flee. It was wonderful. It was really, really, really cool addition. I don't know that you could do that before. So cool, cool, cool stuff. All right. I don't believe anything is going to change in the outfitter right now, but
greetings.
I am going to buy some more potions. Our money is doing pretty okay, as I'm sure you can tell.
Are you happy? Thank you for
Gonna buy a bunch of stuff.
Are you happy? Thank you very much.
I'm gonna spend all of our money, mind you, but we have a fair few bits of the old monetary units. We don't have a lot of these extra items unlocked that we can even use.
Are you happy? Anything?
The fact that they do exist,
Are you happy? Thank you very
and I can buy them, I will. All right. So I have a handful of the items that are available for us to buy now.
Further as I await.
I told you guys I wasn't going to do any more class changes except for Wendy to the White Mage, and I did that. However, and I haven't done any others like I promised. So Wendy's now a White Mage, Wanda's a Black Mage, Winnie is a Thief. But things are about to change. Now, I have not actually gone and done our last level up. So we're going to do that now. Also, my mind is telling me, and I haven't looked this up, and I'm going to try not to look anything up if I can help it, but you'll notice that we have a Dragoon. The Time Mage, I think, was already there. The Mystic might have been there. The Thief, we have one. And my boy, the Monk, has finally showed up. But that's neither here nor there. Thinking back... Oh, something else popped up. I will get this thought out eventually, I promise. When I was doing my last battle, I have a chemist. And our chemist is running around doing chemisty things. And one of the things that a chemist does inherently, though I don't know that it tells you that. Maybe it tells you here. It looks like it does. Which means I should read all of these every single time, now that I'm knowing this. Alright, so, job overview. An expert in the use of restoratives, the job command item enables the use of healing items in battle, allowing HP and MP to be restored, and statuses such as KO to be removed. Unlike magic, the success rate and potency of items are not influenced by zodiac sign and faith, making them a reliable way to heal, which is nice. Chemists can obtain items, this is what I wanted to bring up, when stopping on specific tiles without assigning the treasure hunter movement ability, which is the movement ability you can get as a chemist. They inherently have it. I did not know that. Or that is specific to this version of the game, maybe. However, if you assign the treasure hunter movement ability to a chemist, I want to say an alchemist, to a chemist, it increases the likelihood of finding rare items. Also, if you have a low bravery score, you will find rare items more frequently, which is interesting. So that's what popped up. I found a broadsword. I was like, huh? I don't have treasure hunter. How did that happen? And I came up with a tooltip and a pop-up. So, what it doesn't say here, and I'm not 100% sure it's carried over to this game. I imagine it did, but in the original, and I believe in the War of the Lions version of the game, the chemist, I think, got a split in their job points when they used a potion on another ally of chemist JP, and I think they also got JP for whatever class they were healing or using the potion on. So say I was a chemist and I threw a healing potion or an ether potion onto Wendy, the White Mage. I would get, like, I don't know if it's a 50-50 split, but I would get a split between the two. It doesn't mention it here, so I don't know if they have removed that. But I would get job points both for being a chemist and for being a White Mage. I don't know how or why that worked that way, but it was something that worked. All right, usable equipment. I didn't know they could use guns. A chemist can use a dagger or gun, hat or hair adornment. Can only use clothing. Can use shoes, cloak, arm guard, armlet, ring, and perfume. The select abilities are potion. Uses potion to restore HP. A small amount of HP. An important way to heal early on when max HP or max MP is low, limiting the use of spells. Reaction, auto potion upon receiving damage. Uses a potion from the inventory to restore one's own health. It prioritizes the lower potency ones. Support ability, safeguard, prevents equipment from being destroyed or stolen. Kind of useful in certain avenues. Then we have the ability for the unit to discover hidden items and moving upon them. Yep. And if you have the treasure hunter, it increases it for it increases rare item finding for chemists. And finally, innate abilities is throw items. Allows the unit to throw items with the items command within a range of 4 tiles. Items are thrown in a straight line and may be blocked by obstacles. Cool. I didn't know that that was a thing. We're not going to go read through all of these right now, but we will, piece by piece, go and read all throughout everybody's stuff. I guess I'll get focus. I used Ramza in the last battle, so he got a little bit of extra love there. All right. Over to our white mage. Our white mage has Cure and Cura. We also have Raise. A Rise, full HP. And this is just a little bit of HP. Re-raise, it means when someone falls, they automatically will come back up, I think on their turn, or maybe immediately. I don't remember exactly. Regen is pretty good. So Protect, I have a small issue with Protect, and I don't remember it being this bad before, but that's fine. And the height can literally be only the spot that you're standing on. So if you're at height 5, everything else has to be at height 5 for it to work. Now this gives us a much larger area. In fact, it says vertical range is unlimited, but horizontal range is 3. But this is the height of the effect is +3. So this is really, 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 really good to get, as will be Shelja, but we have to get there first. I don't remember what Walt does. I think it applies both Shell and Protect. And this is for a specific unit as opposed to an area of effect. But you get both in one. So it has its uses. Asuna is, of course, a cure-all. And then Holy is an offensive spell. I want to get Holy. I don't know that I'm going to go that route. But I mean, I will eventually. But I don't know that I want to do it immediately. But I kind of have, like, from where we're at right now in the game, I kind of have what I need. I wouldn't hate getting that. I don't necessarily want it. I wouldn't hate getting it, though, because that'll allow us to not necessarily fight, but just be a backline caster. And then if I decide, hey, let's smack them, let's have Wendy get slapped to gain experience with somebody else. She automatically pops regen and starts healing up. And likewise, there is one that you're going to get from someone that, like, you counter... I don't remember what the counter is, but this isn't super useful. So we'd still punch somebody back. And there is no movement for this one. All right. So I think I'm just going to hold on to my... I should get a Suna. You know what? I'm going to. And now we have basically everything that we would need early on. And I can save up for Holy if I want. Okay. So that is fine. Is any... I can look at the Mystic. What I would want from the Mystic... Absorb MP, no. I wouldn't hate getting Mana Font. That would be a very, very, very useful skill. And I may even hop over to the Mystic briefly, just to take a peek and see if I can't gather up 350 points in order to get that. I don't know for certain, though, but, you know, maybe. All right, over to Wanda, our Black Mage. She sat out the last battle, so no closer to the 1,000 for Flare that I'm looking for, but that's okay. And the probability that I'm going to find a lot of use for it is pretty low. In fact, we don't even have the mana for Flare just yet, which goes to show how stupid it is to go for it immediately. But I'm not always of the mind, because I like to find stuff that's useful and lets you do things too. But I'm often of the mind of get the higher, more expensive things after you get to your useful stuff first. That way everything else that you're getting, all the other goals that you're getting, are a little bit closer, a little bit easier to achieve. Don't know that that's necessarily the smartest play, but it's an option. And hopefully by the time we get Flare, we'll be closer to the 60 MP to be able to cast it. But we'll see. Magic counter, magic boost, not necessarily a terrible thing to have. Oh, this is a reaction, so this was the counter. Okay. Or sorry, this was the reaction, which is a counter. This is the support ability, so okay, gotcha. And no movement on this one, so nothing for her. We're going to head over to Winnie. So Winnie has unlocked level 4 of the Thief, which allows her to see the Dragoon. And if we go and we just take a peek at the Dragoon, you can basically jump and then stab down on people. Formerly the Lancer, I believe it was. You can jump forward 1 space, or you can jump up 2 spaces if you're right next to someone. And this is kind of similar to aiming with an archer, where it takes some time for the jump to come down. So if you have, let's say, again, I'll use a Time Mage as an option. You have a Time Mage where you cast Stop, or there's something else where you immobilize them, basically. They can't move, but they can still act. It's really good to be able to use stuff like Dragoons for that. But right now, let's just see what else we got. Dragonheart upon receiving a physical attack grants a re-raise to the unit. That's pretty good. Equip polearms, and then ignore elevation. That's not terrible, but Alright. Back to the Thief side of things. I kind of don't think I care about most of this stuff. So I'm probably going to maybe save up for movement 2, I guess. And then I think maybe steel accessory, maybe not. Honestly, I'm really just kind of biding time until the next class unlocks, when I job level up 1 more time. So in reality, I'm probably only going to grab movement 2. Just FYI, that's the mental plan at this point, anyway. All right, Bart has mastered Squire. He has moved on to Chemist. I think he might have been a Squire before. Just Chemist was the next, I don't want to say natural choice, but I'm probably going to move to... I might keep him on Chemist for a little bit. I'm thinking I'll move him to Black Mage into Time Mage, and then from there. This is an Oracle, maybe? Anyway, Chemist. What are we doing with the Chemist? We have a lot of the more useful ones. I'm going to save up for Ether as the next one. And Benji. Benji is changing classes. Everybody say goodbye to Benji as a knight. I'd say he served well, but I mean, he did fine, but yeah. We're going to switch Benji over to a class that their inherent class abilities are so good that I just like using them with everyone. So eventually you'll probably see me move everyone through the monk tree, or the monk job. And, I think I will actually read the job summary of this and see if there's anything that I'm missing about it. Alright, job overview. A warrior who is skilled in unarmed combat. The job command martial arts comprises a wide range of abilities, including a variety of attacks and simple healing techniques. Very true. The damage dealt with bare fists is determined by physical attack power and bravery. Possesses high HP and physical attack. Very, very good. Usable equipment. Can only use no weapon, so that's fine. Clothing and hair adornment. Of course, all of the accessories are usable. Select abilities. Action ability Shockwave. I don't know what this is exactly, but I suppose we'll see. Releases spiritual energy mighty enough to rend the earth. Deals earth damage to units in a straight line. Has a long range and hits all units except those under the float status. Chakra. This is great. Draws out the energy within the body's chakra points to restore HP and MP to oneself and adjacent units. Unlike healing spells, activates instantly. Healing amount is determined by the unit's physical attack power. Support ability Brawler delivers more powerful barehanded attacks even if not a monk. Also increases the success rate of Arts of War Knight and Steel Thief abilities. When a monk, the ability is innate and does not need to be learned. So I could technically skip that. Again, I don't know that mastering anything helps. Or it's just like a badge of honor that you've gotten everything. Delivers more powerful barehanded attacks is the innate ability, which again we see is also support ability. Alright. So we're going to go and we're going to learn an ability. So for me, chakra, super important. So the big issue that you're going to run into with the monk, and it can be devastatingly bad, but the big issue you're going to run into with the monk is everything has to be on the same plane, the same elevation level. Revive, no height difference. Chakra, no height difference. Purification, no height difference. So it does make things difficult if somebody dies like on a thing that's surrounded by lower or higher level elevation. The monk cannot do his job. Like if the job is to revive or can't heal. But the heal isn't just health though, it's both HP and MP. Super important. So you can play around it. I often do. It's a just incredible skill. Chakra is so good. And the rest of the skills aren't too bad either. Turn to circle, striking backhanded blows to adjacent units. So north, south, east, west, you hit all 4 of those. Pretty cool. Pummel's really strong too. You just beat up a dude standing next to you. Shockwave is good. Doomfist, not my favorite, but it's okay. Counter, very important if you want to go that route, or you can go a little bit different. I don't know that this is necessarily the best thing. I've used it before, but it seems to have very specific things that I wasn't even aware of. I thought it was literally just anytime you got attacked, you struck first, but when about to receive certain attacks from a human unit within standard attack range, strikes preemptively and prevents the attack. As this is a special counterattack, the expected outcome will not be displayed. So, since it's only human characters, granted you do fight a lot of human characters later on, but it's any standard attack, Arts of War, aim, throw, and aimed shot. Again, they have to be literally next to you. It's kind of cool. Counter is more reliable, I think. I could be wrong. But at least counter works on everything that's not just humans. Brawler, we already know about. Life Font, really cool. You basically recover HP when you move. It's cool, except you don't move that far, so getting like +2 movement, probably the better play. Alright, we're changing the job to that.
What like this?
And that is pretty cool. Do we really not have? Sorry, I guess not. Okay, well that's all the stuff. I know I went through a lot. I explained a lot of stuff. I apologize. Like I said, I want to get moving on some things. But, well, you know what? I'll do it next episode. I don't think... Well, maybe I should do it now. I'll do it now. I was saving at one point, and I'm like, bonus items? I have the deluxe edition. So, we basically get the Academy Blade, Beret, Tunic, Ring of Aptitude, 10 Tufts of Phoenix Down, and then black equipment and red equipment for Ramza, which is kind of cool. So we're going to claim that. As an in-game bonus, you are now able to change the color of Ramza's equipment. To do this, go to the unit screen in the main menu, view Ramza's status, and press OK. So that is cool. I oftentimes don't like using stuff like that, just because...
Yes?
I feel like it gives me an unfair advantage, and if people don't have it, they're like, oh, well, I struggled in the early game, and you had it easy. You know, it's...
All right,
we have red. I feel like I'm just going to stick with the blue. It feels wrong to have different colors. However, what I am going to do I'm going to see if we can optimize this. Okay, so hold on. So this reminds me now. We should see what the equipment is. Can we do that? Okay, yeah, it looks like we can do that. All right. I should do this with somebody else because I don't know wasn't there an Academy blade? Oh, let me just go to Ramza. I should be able to see it all from here. So the long sword is 5 damage. The Academy blade is 6 damage. The highly practical sword is awarded to Academy students who score well in their tests. And while equipped, it raises speed as well, which is +1 speed. So that's pretty cool. We do have an iron sword. I don't know nobody's using the iron sword right now because we don't have a knight, right? Oh, I guess he could use the iron sword. He's probably going to end up being the one that uses the Academy. Oh, So it's Squire, Chemist, and Knight can use it, and then something further down. Well, I guess he should use the Academy Blade because nobody else can technically use it right now. Sorry. Okay. Was there a shield? There probably was. We'll see if we can't figure that out. The Academy Beret +20 HP. Fine Beret added. Awarded to students score well. Okay. Bonus item. Immune to charm. Nice. And then what is this? You get shell when equipped. Nice. So some magic resistance. And then the Ring of Aptitude. A mysterious ring that increases the amount of JP and job experience. Isn't that the same thing? No, JP... Job experience is toward leveling up your Squire skill or your job. And JP is the actual job points. Alright, that makes sense. Allowing the wearer to master their chosen job more easily. Effect does not multiply with other traits. So everybody that is already using the JP boost, this isn't going to help them yet. Provide the same benefit. And everyone can use it. Okay, well that's good to know. Alright, I'm not going to give it to the other stuff to Ramza because I feel like that's unnecessary. I think I'm going to equip you with everything. And while you're not going to get the benefit of the beret... Sorry, of the Ring of Aptitude, I'm still going to give it to you. Can anyone use a shield right now? I don't think so. I think there might be a shield as well, but we just nobody can use it, so whatever. What? You got 70 HP, so you're probably pretty okay. And we are at the outfitter.
Looking for ore in particular. Good choice.
And there's nothing better here.
Will that be all? After ore in particular.
Okay, well, that's fine. Hopefully he's alright. Alright, I did say we're going to do our best to get to the desert and do this thing. Well, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to the desert. We're going to try to do the thing. The Sand Rat's Siege. This might be a little bit of a longer episode. Plays up to 4 units. Let's do this thing. Oh. Fighting is 2 groups. Certain battles require that you divide your party into 2 groups. There is an upper limit to how many units can be assigned to each. Both groups must contain at least 1 unit. When selecting units for battle, you may switch between 2 groups with the L2, which allows you to move placed units between groups. Okay, and we only have an option of putting down 3. That really sucks.
Understood.
Understood.
I know I'm torn between Wanda and Winnie. I think we go Wanda.
Certainly.
forward.
All right. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm sure everything will be fine.
And you've heard about the Order. They mean to finish us this time.
Indubitably.
I've heard. So what's to become of us? I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it.
Agreed. If we follow Wiegraf, he'll lead us only to our graves.
Aye, that much is plain. God's willing, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all.
Huh.
The Order! They're here!
Surprise!
We must silence this watch before they can raise the alarm.
I mean, I feel like they would be able to do that pretty quickly.
My turn.
All right, let's go take a peek at what we're looking at here. 2 monks, an archer, and 3 knights. That'll be interesting. We will have some monk-on-monk battlation going on here. I want to bait him out of the thing. And I want to keep you kind of centrally located so you can potentially do some cool stuff. I put all the cool new equipment on our thief who's not even in the battle. So if you're wondering, that was maybe not the best play of all time, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna protect these boys.
Leave it to me.
Alright, we're not gonna protect these. Okay, we are.
My turn.
Oh boy. Don't just. He's the worst.
Easy prey.
His character fits his
What's
play
next?
style. And now I'm not going to even be able to do anything because of his dumb butt being where it is. He's going to get hurt, too. That archer's going to be like, foomp. Oh, he's going high. That makes sense. Yep. Ow, that was shockingly more damage than I expected. Not sure how we're going to deal with that, but we'll figure it out. Alright, yeah, you should meet us. I'm not really... okay. I mean, I don't have any cool things to do yet, you know? I did keep items, which is fine.
Where am I needed?
Can I cast through walls and stuff? I have no idea. I think I can? Oh, I absolutely can. I think I'm just gonna melt you. Whoa, your faith is pretty low. That won't be enough. I'm gonna have to fire you. That gets you. Alright. Alright, protect is
This'll
out.
help.
So
I
this
will
should
look
help
down.
a little bit, as was previously stated. And we're just gonna cook this fool.
I can't go
Alright,
on!
archer's down. Don't have to worry
Right.
about that anymore. We are going to step up, and we are going to hopefully obliterate this fool. 30 points of damage, pretty sizable chunk.
Me then.
Alright, Delita steps up and pins him in,
Down
and
with
finishes him
I
off.
can't go on.
Very nice.
the fruits of my labors.
There's a chance one of the knights waddles over this way. Opted not to. They are all stuck on Algus being an idiot, so there is that.
I see you. Just
You know-
try and stop me.
Right.
Oh, darn it. I was like, you know, this isn't that bad of a thing that's happening. Except, you know, when that happens. Oh, I can just do this. And then just laugh about it, huh? Alright, I think I'm just gonna do that then. I'll kill at least one of them. Magic is a bit unfair to be real here.
It's time.
I'm going to potion myself.
No cause
Because
for
I
concern.
can. Why not?
I feel stronger.
I am stronger. I don't just feel stronger. I am stronger. Alright, you need to... I don't know what to do with you, girl.
Ready and able.
Do I try to help him? Like... Do we lose if... Do we lose if we, Does it tell us our defeat all enemies? It doesn't say we will lose if so-and-so dies. Okay. Then I'm less inclined to care that he is in a, we'll say, dire straits. I don't. So go ahead and just punch this fool. Hopefully Algus just runs away. All right. Ramza theoretically will counter tackle and win. Hurt.
Now what?
Oh, that was a weak counter tackle.
Leave it to me.
Delita can't do anything. Ramza's
One step at a time.
okay. I think we do this just to keep him pinned in. And then we do this to cook the two of them. I mean, he could retreat, technically. I think I'm just going to go there. Well, I'm going to go there. It's more likely that he's going to run further away than that, but you never know.
I'll not fall here.
Please don't... Oh, God, you're so dumb. I don't really care. You are kind of the worst. Okay, counter tackle coming out. Oh, yeah, still. Maybe. Nope, okay. Fire's coming out. Fire's going down. Did very little to him, actually. How quick could you throw a heal, girl? Not quick enough. Well, considering I know how this is going to go, I'm just going to preemptively raise you. Alright, that's fine.
Now's my chance!
It's totally okay. Not a big deal. Alright, Ramza's gonna say, what's up? And he is going to
It's over!
bonk you.
Sorry, and
It's over!
You mustn't give in.
The smarter play prior to my raise was to go after the Black Mage. But, since, I might as well just preemptively raise this. He said, nah, I'm not going to do that. And again, that makes sense.
I'm sorry.
It would have been pointless.
Ready.
At least here, they wasted some of my mana. Alright, I'm going to hit him with a rush. Shouldn't be enough to finish him. Probably hurt him a bit. And then hopefully we have enough for some black magic. We don't. Alright, I'm just going to go hide in a corner because it's what I do. I don't know that I can white magic that far. Oh, no, I totally can. He is 7, so this is fine.
Stiff opposition. It's time.
And we're gonna finish it before the cast goes off, I suppose, but
I have
the
you
thought
now.
was there.
Can't be.
The thought was there, the effort was made.
These sandrats are long in the slaying. It is well no others have found us while we tarried here.
True. Get the blind knife. Yeah, Ramza had the greatest contribution. It's good. It's a good battle. It's quick. It's relatively painless.
You've taken leave of your senses, Gustav.
Good old Wiegraf.
What hold does your fool revolution hold? Dreams do not fill a man's stomach or make soft the packed earth on which he beds.
You see naught beyond the end of your nose. The crown strays, Gustav. It must be led back onto the path.
And you think yourself the man to do this? More fool you, Wiegraf.
More fool you? What? More
you have
fool
spoken
you.
your fill. Then we are done.
Ha! Yeah. Yep. See, I knew that sprite got killed by Wiegraf at some point.
Wiegraf!
What's up?
The Marquis.
No further. You vermin!
You.
Stay yourself, Argath.
The Marquis is unharmed. You are free to return him to Egros.
Why release him?
The Marquis's abduction was ill done. Such craven methods serve not our ends.
That's a good point.
Let me walk free, and I will release the Marquis to your care. A fair bargain.
You mock us. You are in no position to bargain.
Enough, Argath. He speaks the truth.
Put your backs to that wall. Give me no cause to doubt your sincerity.
Oh.
Marquis.
Let him go, Argath.
Like
Why
he
do
could
you stay
anything.
me?
The corpse brigade is finished, in any case. There is naught to be gained by a quarrel here.
The Marquis is well. He is weak, but he would seem unharmed.
Wow, just insult the Marquis.
We must see him back to Egros.
All right. Back to the place of the place. Hey, new stock is available at the Outfitter. We're going to go here. We're going to check it out real quick, and then we're going to break off the
Looking
old
for
episodic
all in
episode of
particular,
Episode
by all
2.
means.
It looks like we've got some cool stuff. This has a chance of removing Doom? Does it heal like it's supposed to? This should be healing us. Did they change it? Or are there different staves that I am unaware of? Huh. These are fun. Okay, buckler. Cool, cool, cool. Red hood. Maybe? Does it have monk? I think so. I think this is something the monk can... Nope, monk can't use it. That's the 5th one, right after archer. Well, poo balls, as they say. Ah, but the shoulder cape and the battle boots are available, which weren't before. This gives them 1 extra movement. What does the shoulder cape do? 10% physical and magical resistance, I guess is what that means. And the high potion now is on the field of battle. Well, the field of bile, I guess. You can buy it.
Are you happy? Thank you for your...
We'll buy some high potions. We still have a sizable chunk of money.
May
All
I
right,
help
we
with
are
all
going to go to the
good
Outfitter.
This
Sure.
is your... You won't be just... This is your most act. This is your grand...
No. You're using the flame rod, sorry.
This is your grand... Many thanks. This is your most act.
Is the blind knife not better? Huh? Oh, I'll look again in a minute.
This is your... You won't be just...
And then the
This is your
leather
most act.
leather plate, I guess.
Will that be all?
All right,
After
hold on.
all, in particular.
There was a blind knife, wasn't there? Did it? Oh no, we found
Well,
the
I bet
blind
that'd be-
knife. That's or that we were awarded the blind knife. Apologies. That's what happened.
What?
Yeah. All right, and that is 4. So it's the same, but it can also inflict blindness. All right, that's good. All right, ladies and gentle people, that is it for our episode. In our next episode, we'll be heading back to Wiegraf Castle, and there we will return the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry to the place with Duke Larg and all them. We are going to stop off at the Mandalia Plains. I'm probably going to do a little bit of work there, leveling some people up, and it's going to be glorious. Again, absolutely love this game. Like playing it, like grinding, like doing all of it. It's great. This is my childhood, so feels pretty good. All right, folks, till the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.